Hello everyone, thanks for finding my channel, Arcadia Collective. I try to read the energies that are prominent in the collective and tell the story that the cards want to tell. Not all messages will resonate for every person, so if one sounds like it's for you, but then like the next message doesn't, then leave what doesn't resonate now, but keep it in mind because it might make sense at a later time. I do intend for my readings to be timeless, so whenever you find them is when you're meant to. Hi, I hope I find everyone well. It's been a minute. A lot's happened in the astrology. We had an eclipse cycle. We're in Mercury retrograde. North Node is in Taurus. Lots of stuff has been happening. I'm not going to recap the last 2 months. We're actually just going to get right down into the reading. Let's clear our space and center and call in our protections. We haven't done that in a while. I have a cute little spray that I wanted to use. It's like a purifying spray and protection. Right here. Okay, so spray me, spray you. Okay, got the incense going, and my sage went out again. Okay, let's do this. It's because I have to keep the fan going, so it kind of blows itself out. I'll probably have to light that again. There we go. All right. So, as per usual, I have laid out the First Light tarot. This is the tarot that's based on the Hubble images. I absolutely adore this deck. It's heavy energy because it's cosmic level energy. There is the major arcana in it and like oracle cards and stuff. Thank you from the bottom of my heart to my friend Ozzy who sent it to me. I love you, Ozzy. And these cards are absolutely stunning. And for a space nerd, which these are perfect. So I will never stop singing the praises of this deck. So I laid out the first layer. This is going to give us a cosmic level, kind of like on an astrological and large time frame. Like think high energy, 5D stuff here. So the first card we laid out was the Hierophant, number 5. The Hierophant is Taurus energy, Taurus proper. It is wisdom, understanding, and mentoring. In this deck, it means like a teacher, a trainer, a mentor, somebody who comes in to teach. So I feel like there is high energy here that's coming in to teach us something. On the regular tarot level, the Hierophant, to me, anyways, is a soul contract. Did we not set, we didn't call in our protections. Okay, so let's do that first. See, I'm getting ahead of myself because I'm really eager to get back into the recording. So that's a sign. That's a sign to not skip the important steps, to jump into doing something that you've been wanting to do. Even though you think you're ready, there's still prep that has to be done. So that might resonate with someone. So let's go ahead and center. I think we all kind of need it. Clear our space and call in our protections. So take a deep breath. Hold for 2 heartbeats. And release. We ask all positive energies to attend us and guide us to the messages that fulfill our highest good. Guides, ancestors, patrons, angels, archangels, and source, please come forward and be with me. Michael, guard the corners. Gabriel, make the messages clear and useful. And Metatron, be present to protect the seekers and deliverers of the divine's communications. Okay, I didn't do the gong because I moved it and now I can't reach. It's over there. So, like I said, I laid out the first First Light Tarot, and we got the Hierophant in the first position. Also, we'll pick up where I left off. Is to me the Hierophant is soul contract. He is the Pope, and in tradition, the Pope is the keeper, interpreter, and teacher of divine law. So these soul contracts that the Hierophant represents is stuff that was written in by the divine between souls before they came here into a life. So this is a soul contract. Possibly, yesterday when I did a pre-shuffle, the lovers fell out, so this could be love related. You know, that's always on our minds, even more than career and money. In the second position, we've got the star. I love the star. Look at this gorgeous picture. It's a cluster galaxy. The star, number 17, potential. This is Aquarius energy. So we've got Taurus and Aquarius already on the board. Success, happy endings, and promising beginnings. The star is represented in the tarot by an angel who's pouring water into a pool. You can't let it go. Aquarius, the zodiac sign, the constellation, is attributed to a character in mythology called Ganymede. Ganymede was a gorgeous youth who Zeus fell in love with, so he spirited him away up to Olympus so that he could be the cupbearer of the gods, so that he could be near him all the time. The cupbearer, as the name implies, he basically was their bartender. He served drinks just so that he could be close to Zeus. So the cups that the star has is the two cups of the hearts in the connection, and what's poured between them it's almost like the temperance card with the angel and the two cups, right? It's almost like that. Only the star is pouring into source itself and drawing from source for the two cups. Temperance is pouring the waters of source back and forth between the two cups. But the star actually gathers the waters from the waters of source. So that's what the potential is. The potential of anything and everything in that card. Position 3, we've got, like I said, this deck has non-tarot cards. So this is called Well-Being, card 22. It says accept guidance and enlightenment. And it also says down here the keyword is awareness. So there's something having to do with our well-being that we're going to need to be open to. The fourth position, we had variables affecting the issue. Okay. In the middle, lower, we've got the recent past. Then we have, why is this happening? And when I was shuffling after that, and I thought to myself, yeah, why the hell is this happening? These two cards dropped. Emotion and attraction. That's why this is happening. 8 and 2. 8 and 2 together make 10. So the emotion card says, like attracts like. Understand what you're feeling. Stay positive, mindful. Stay positive, control of self, and mindful happiness. The attraction card, number 2, that makes sense because 2, attraction between 2. It just says manifestation. So something is afoot. Something is being manifested. I heard something's being drawn out of the waters. Out of the waters of... So, like I was explaining the star card, where there usually the imagery is someone on land with one foot in the water and drawing water from source in the cups. I heard it's it's being manifested out of source. So imagine bringing the cups out of the waters of source. Like, I hope I'm explaining that right. I stutter terribly. I'm sorry. it's it's Mercury retrograde in Scorpio in my chart. I know what I want to say, but I stutter. um, I stutter. I swear. I sing. I've been a little sniffly lately, so my singing might be off. But I'm a hot mess. And sometimes my readings can become hot messes. So if you can vibe with a hot mess, I'm your girl. Bottom of the deck, we had the Hermit, the Seeker of Truth, a guide, facts, and wisdom. It's traditionally the Hermit in tarot. He'll stand up on a mountain. He's looking down. He's got his scepter. He's got a lantern, but he is alone on the mountain. I heard that line from The Wonders where he's like, "Oh yeah, there he goes, alone in his principles." The Hermit goes inward to gain a larger perspective. That's why he goes up on the mountain so he can see more. It's kind of the inverse of the Hanged Man energy, where the Hanged Man will go inward to gain inner perspective. The Hermit will retreat to gain a greater perspective. So something is being drawn up from source. Something's being manifested from source. And while that's happening, some in the collective are in hermit mode, meaning they pull back and they are in watchful repose, just gathering everything that they can in order to process what they see. I heard they don't see everything yet, though, because manifesting from source, that's coming down from the 5D. Don't see that in the 3D just yet. But, like, this is the first layer. You know my routine. We're going to go next to the fairies. That brings the energy from the 5D down to the 4D because the fairies are one vibration higher than we are. So everything's pre-shuffled, but I will wake them up a little bit. Hello, fairies. It's not good morning. It's good evening, actually, right now. Good evening, fairies. Please wake up. We need your guidance. Ooh, they're jumpy today. Hello, fairies. Whoa, too many. I heard there's a party going on right here. A celebration to last throughout the year. So bring your good times and your laughter too. We're gonna celebrate your party with you. Come on now. Aw. Well, I actually didn't ask anything yet, but Teom the poet popped out. Teom, the silent, forlorn lover, the observer from afar. You can hear him sighing as he watches his love. I'm gonna have to put him back though because I wasn't focused. Okay, Spirit. Please elaborate the Hierophant energy, number 5, Taurus energy in the collective from the 5D. Please elaborate the Hierophant. What is the soul contract here? What is the divine contract that... Oh, hello. The Singer of Courage. Whoa, be brave. This feels big. Hiding from me. Transmutation of fear. That's the song just said, all alone, scared in your room. Bravery, self-discipline, moral strength, break limiting beliefs. That actually is poignant on top of the Hierophant because, like I said before, it represents the Pope, and the Pope is the keeper, interpreter, and teacher of divine law. But that can also include dogma. I mean, a lot of religious law and religious writings are out of date. You know, they don't have any role in the modern society that we live in. So we have to break those old limiting beliefs in order to manifest what the 5D wants to bring to us in the 3D. And in order to break those limiting beliefs, we need to have courage. Okay? We go on to the star card, please. Aquarius energy, potential, healing, happy endings, and promising beginnings. Is that the one that flipped? Oh, that's a good one. Iris of the rainbow. The worst is over. She holds a scepter, looks like Venus. So this can be likened to the Empress card, which is Libra and Taurus proper. We already have Taurus out here with the Hierophant. Um, I won't give this the Empress, but I will give it to Venus energy. And Venus energy is love and beauty, balance, aesthetic, um, justice, fairness, love. I said love. Um, she says, protect your seeds and release. It's a harbinger of growth. It's hope after the storm, peace, and reclaiming something after the storm. So, with this on top of the star potential, there's the potential for great blessings after some kind of hardship. Oh, we have 8 here again. Okay. And what's this? 5? 52 or 32? That's a 5. So let me take a moment to look at the card. Without my glasses, right? That'll work. We have a little pixie down here at the bottom. Shout out Pixie. With a little bow and arrow, and she's like aiming off to the left, which is the past, I believe. We have beautiful fairies all around her. We have a little gnome over here. Oh, I should probably show you. See the fairy here with the little bow and arrow shooting off to the left here? It almost looks like she's going to shoot this bubble that's under her foot. In the fairy deck, for me, in the imagery, bubbles to me mean thoughts and ideas. So it looks like she's aiming at this bubble in order to pop it. The bubble sits on the neck of this other fairy that's at the feet of Iris of the Rainbow. And it almost looks like it's weighing her down, looking towards the past. She's going to pop this so that she can be free from that. That's the imagery I'm getting this time. Every time it's kind of different things stand out. So in order to be released from these past thoughts, you're going to have courage, the singer of courage here, because there is great potential with the star card for a new beginning. Let's go on to, what's this well-being card, this awareness. What do we need to be aware of? Accept guidance and enlightenment. Someone might be being stubborn here. We do have Taurus out here, Taurus the bull. We've got Taurus here in Iris of the Rainbow, represented by the symbol of Venus, who rules Libra and Taurus. And yeah, even Libras can be stubborn at times. But there's a lot of Taurus energy here. The North Node is in Taurus right now. Okay, so we're going to be working on releasing those old beliefs that were ingrained in us. This might be generational work. What was it? Shadow work again? Like, we're never fucking free of the shadow work, especially it's especially makes sense after this last eclipse cycle where it was the lunar eclipse, the dark of the moon. The dark moon is our shadow work. So if you check in your chart, wherever dark moon Lilith is, that's where you can start to focus on your shadow work. Okay? Dark Moon Lilith is not a planetary placement. It's not a star. It's not an asteroid. It's not a planet. It's a mathematical point that's 180 degrees opposite of your moon sign. So, like, for example, my moon is in Leo. So 180 degrees across the chart from that. My dark moon would be in Aquarius. Okay? So check your charts for that. I feel like somebody's being stubborn and not releasing these old paradigms and beliefs is causing them to actually stay or become and stay sick. Oh, that's too. No, I can't say that. I can't say that. It's too big. No, no. Oh, they're gonna get me for that. See, I'm being stubborn. Uh-huh. I'm being willful. Yes, I know, because I can't say that. So, fairies, please elaborate and clarify. What awareness do we need? What guidance do we need to accept? What enlightenment do we need to hear for our well-being? We have Tobira of the Waters, another healing energy. This is just like temperance. Mutable water, this is self-healing, accepting change, see? Healing wells, important choices, serenity and change of emotions. Okay, so we've got lots of change here and a lot of healing. So Tobira of the Waters reminds me of the star card actually. I wonder if I can. No, I'm not gonna. Whereas the star card, she's fishing out of the waters of source with cups. Here she's just doing it with her hands. Her hands are the cups. I love that this is all lit up in the back. These are her wings. Ooh, there's naked fairies in the background. It's like almost waiting for their baptism. Because she's lit up in purity, and the ones behind her are kind of dark. Like, I don't want to say dirty, but they're not not enlightened. She's see what I mean with the words are amazing here. She's lit up. So how is another way to say that but enlightened, right? But the other ones in the back, they're not lit up yet. They're not enlightened. So she's bringing the waters of source forward. That's what the well-being is. Go back to source. Go back to source. Source is the truth, not the dogma that was fed to us by the church or our family or politics. Those old beliefs have to go, okay? And that's what the storm is going to be. Iris of the Rainbow comes after. The storm is going to be like the Tower card, like the breaking of that, when you walk away from those old paradigms that people try to keep you trapped in, like society and your family, the church, politics, whatever, when you break that, it's like pulling weeds out of a garden. It leaves a gaping hole. The ground is torn up. You're torn up inside. There's a hole inside you. You know, you've pulled up roots of something that is choking the life out of the garden, right? That's what weeds do. They take over. They are overly numerous. I don't know why they made me say it like that. Overly numerous. Walk away with tears. Close your eyes, dear. So, what we need to accept for our enlightenment, our awareness, and our well-being is that the healing waters of source, it says self-healing. This is already in us. We just have to go in like the Hermit. We have the Hermit here. We have to go within in order to get back to source. You know how they always say God is within you, well, I mean, it's cheesy, but it's true. If we go deep enough within our own consciousness, we will get back to source. We will get past all the dogma, all the restrictions, all the rules for no reason, and get back to the truth of source. And that will be what heals us. Tobira's waters. So let's continue. Oh, here we go. Variables affecting the issue. I was interested to see how the fairies would answer this particular card. Fairies, please elaborate and clarify the variables. And we have the Oakman. So the Oakman, crown chakra work. So when I said we have to go within, that starts in the heart chakra. You go within, in your heart, and as you further you go, you will open up the crown chakra, and the crown chakra will allow, how do I say that? The light of source to come in. So you have to imagine that. Okay, how? I'm asking how they want me to describe this. Oh, the lotus. Okay. At first I was going to say like a little door on the top of the head, but I told them, please give me something better than that, because someone's going to laugh at me for saying there's a little door on the top of your head. So they said, okay, fine. How about the symbol of the lotus blossom? And the lotus blossom, imagine a lotus blossom sitting on the top of your head, and as you meditate and pray, it opens, okay? So that will let in the collective consciousness, I heard. The Oakman is depth and strength and see what's true, deep ancient wisdom, the elders, and consider things carefully. So the Oakmen are so old that not only do they grow roots down into the ground, but they grow roots up towards source. And I had recently been seeing a lot of symbolism explaining that in order to grow tall, trees have to have the balance of that root system downward. So it tells us the more we ground ourselves, the higher we can reach. I don't know if that makes sense. For an air sign, that doesn't make sense. Right? For an air sign like me, quadruple Libra, if I want to go up, I have to cut all those roots so that I can rise. But with the Oakman, what they're saying is that you need to ground yourself with nature. The deeper you go, the higher you go. What was that? For the nerdlings out there like me, with my Deadpool shirt, I'm also a Star Trek fan. Not as much as Star Wars, but I'm a pretty big Star Trek fan. And towards the later seasons of The Next Generation, when Worf has his son Alexander on the ship, and Deanna Troy's mother, Loxana, comes to visit. She's a free spirit. She is unbridled. Whatever she wants to do, she does. So she takes Alexander to a holodeck program where everybody's silly. And there's a character there that's just a bubble face, right? And one of the things that she teaches him is how to have fun. And part of that is a saying where the bubble says, remember, the higher, the fewer. That's what I heard. The higher, the fewer. So it was telling us that the more elevated you become, the fewer peers you will actually have. Okay? The more you elevate spiritually, intellectually, mentally, emotionally, the more you release, the more. I heard therapy, I heard counseling, I heard the shadow work, working on things that have hurt us in the past. The more we release, the less weighs us down, the more elevated the we can become. However, the more elevated we become, the more we leave behind us. We shed all that. So the higher we go, the fewer people we will have up there with us. The last thing I want to say about the Oakman is, here you can clearly see his face, right? But if you turn it, just like a tree, the root system looks like the branches and vice versa. If you look at a tree, this, you can see another face with the mouth here on the bottom. Okay, so let me try this again. I'm sorry, I stutter really bad. Here's the face, and here is his crown chakra. But if we turn it, the crown chakra is the mouth of another face. You see that? And what I used to get with this was speaking their mind. Someone says to speak their mind. Stay grounded, stay strong. Reach high and speak your mind. Okay? See, the mouth here is the crown chakra of the other one, and vice versa. See, the crown chakra of this way is the mouth. I heard either way you look at it, the truth is the truth. Okay? So that's on variables affecting the issue. The deep ancient wisdom. Yeah, the variables affecting the issue is that when we release that, we will be different. And the people who were around us before might not fit this new us. And we might not fit them. And it's you have to choose, and it's not an easy choice. Sometimes it might be, though, because if we do the right inner work and we realize that those past cycles are done and we've learned all that we can from them, keeping them around just poisons the water. So in order to heal, we need to pull out all the muck that happened during our cleansing and toss it. And sometimes tossing that, even though it bogged us down, even though it was no longer serving us, even though we got everything out of it that we could, sometimes it's just too hard to let that go, because there may be people involved. There may be situations that we're used to being in involved that we can't let that go. But we have to. Because like the Oakman says, no matter what way you look at it, truth is truth. So let's continue. The recent past. Fairies, please clarify and elaborate what happened in the recent past. Please clarify and elaborate what happened in the recent past. There was some kind of tower because Iris of the Rainbow is here. There was a storm already. Oh, really? Okay. Oh, that's too many. I'm not even going to look at them. I don't read reversals usually. It's a very rare occasion. If it pops out in a certain way, then I'll keep it reversed, but I usually don't. I just walked away. Please clarify and elaborate the recent past. Trying to get away. Oh, please clarify and elaborate there we go. The feline. See, there was something nagging from the past that we did not take care of yet. This is unkept promises, unfulfilled duties, loose ends, annoying details. Nuisances and little things matter. I was a city bird, desperately close to the mountain. Excuse me, I need to drink. The water, you got me warm like a slap in the face. And I called you. Okay. It's so hard to know that it's over when it's not begun. Your body is calling me. I can't do right now. Okay. In the recent past, so there were things that we needed to clear up before we could move on, and we haven't done that yet. We, you, me, them, I don't know, somebody in the collective. These are the little things that we couldn't let go of, or we haven't gotten to yet. Things that are nagging. Like what? Like what? Jobs. Belief systems. Yeah. It's like he pops out like, do you remember to fold the laundry? Did you remember to pay that bill? Did you remember where your car keys are? You know, it's those nagging or annoying details. That's what it is. Did you sign those papers? You know, did you do this? Did you do that? It's all the little things. It's little things that come forward that prevent us from moving forward, you know. Let me be a coffee pot. Let's move on. So we've got, why is this happening? And then it dropped emotion and attraction. So I'm really interested in how the fairies are going to... hold on, please. Wanna be yours. Wanna be yours. This is an old connection. The reason I say that is with the Hierophant here, which is a divine soul contract, and the Oakmen are there for thousands of years. You've heard of those trees that are the like oldest trees in the world. In Africa, there's some that are a million years old. You know, some of the sequoias in California can be 1,000 years old. This is deep. And with this idea of breaking old belief systems, this is something that the people involved in now had to deny it before because it didn't fit the paradigm that they were in. Oh, I just got the hair on the side of my face just stood up. It's something to do with elders here. Consider things carefully. What are you going to root out in order to open up the doorway for this connection to come through? Why is this happening? Because there's emotion and attraction here. So fairies, please elaborate and clarify the emotion and attraction on why is this happening. Honesty. I urgently need to be honest with you. Somebody's bound up in their truth and they can't talk. That's what the honesty card always says to me, because he's barely lit up. Look at his throat chakra and his third eye chakra. Trying, and the heart chakra even. Trying so hard to be lit up. But to me, it feels like, so electrical energy, if it doesn't have a path to go, it just arcs back on itself. That's what's happening with this energy here. His mouth is sealed shut. He can't speak his truth, his honesty. And when there's nowhere for that to go, it's just bouncing around inside him. trying to light up. If it is likened even more to electrical energy, if you get shocked or lightning hits you, you suffer. There's pain. There's, you could die from that. You could die from being hit by lightning. That's what this feels like to me. It's like lightning with nowhere to go. Right? And what is lightning? But it's like the tower card. Remember I mentioned the tower earlier? Because of the storm card here with Iris of the Rainbow. There was a truth that needed to be said, and they clammed up. They didn't say it. And it had to do with, there was emotion here. There was attraction here. 8 and 2 is 10, and the 10s are the end of a cycle. The end of this cycle has come. And the reason that they have to be honest about it. Look at that. Why is this happening? Because emotion and attraction are here. 8 and 2 is 10, which is an end of the cycle. Think of it, 10 of swords is somebody with swords stuck in their back, but it's done. The 10 of cups is the end-all be-all of emotional fulfillment. The end of the pursuit of that emotional fulfillment is that 10 of cups. That's done. So they're coming to the end of this not being able to be honest about how they feel. Okay? Bottom of the deck here, to join the Hermit, we have, yes! It's one of my favorite cards, the Dark Lady. This is the witch you need. I love this card. This is like, so she didn't come out, but the Green Woman. The Green Woman is like a wild spirit of the forest. She just runs around with her little dog or her little familiar, and she's, tending her trees like the oakmen, tending the flowers, tending all the beasts and people around her. That's on 3D. That's her work here in the 3D. In the 5D, however, bam, that's what she looks like. She is magic incarnate. And her, like with the with the Green Woman, she kind of is like staring at you, but she's got her tongue sticking out like, catch me if you can. And she's got a little familiar with her in the same position here as this angel. This is that energy. This is the witch in the 5D. This is what she looks like, okay? That's joining the Hermit. Now, I, underneath that, understand now why I'm stuttering so much. We've got the Glankener. The Glankener energy is the sly, smooth talker. This is lust blindness. This could be very earthly energy. Whereas some of this work, you have to be very 5D and working towards your elevation in order to bring this union in from the 5D into the 3D. The Glankener is like Grima Wormtongue from Lord of the Rings. Who whispers in your ear? Lies, flattery. In Lord of the Rings, what Grima Wormtongue did was he put a glamour on the king, and even the card says, spell work, glamour. Because what you say can manifest. So even if the Glankener is our own inner, you can't do that, or you can't, you should, how did the Grima do it? He would whisper to King Theoden that his delusions were truth, right? So when, how did he break it? The spell? Gandalf and the boys had to come in and wreck shop in order to get Grima Wormtongue out of there. And when they showed up as the saving energy for Theoden, he looked at them and he's like, why should I listen to you? Where have you been? And instead of saying, you know, sire, maybe we should listen to the wizard, he goes, you make a good point, my king. Why should we listen to you, Gandalf? You know? And of course, everyone in the audience is like, because he's fucking Gandalf. That's why, you know? Because he's the wizard that's going to break this spell. And that's why Grima didn't want him there. That's why the Glankener doesn't want the Dark Lady there, because she's exactly the witch you need in order to break this glamour on you. Now, usually the glamour that's put on is put on by an amateur. I can say that because I'm not. So whoever was whispering to this other person, usually I give it to the masculine, but I have no designation of what's what here yet. Whoever put this spell on you or your person was an amateur. And the Dark Lady is exactly the savage witch you need in your life in order to break that spell. So I'm putting that over here. Because the Dark Lady is here to shut him up. And underneath him, we've got ecstasis, which is absolute ecstasy and joy. Oh, the Ra under there. There's that power-up energy. So that's a little further down. So we've got the Dark Lady, which is a powerful manifesting witch who is self-aware and, She rides in half-cocked? Oh, shit. That's okay, because that's what she needs to fight this motherfucker right here. Oh, I'm sorry, I swear. Sorry. Malia, earmuffs if you're listening. Don't listen to Auntie swear. So she's on top of the Glankener because underneath that, look at this ecstasy and joy. That's what's coming. That's the union. Look at how it almost looks like the inverse of the courage card. See? So have courage, because these two come together like that. And that's ecstasy and joy right there underneath. She's saying, just listen to me and release this. Get through it. Like, get past it, sneak past it, run past it, kick him in the balls as you're going. Whatever you need to do to shut this up in your mind, in your life, in your energy, in your in your person, I'm sorry. Let me stop real quick. Whoever this is in your energy, she's telling you, follow me. I am the witch that can break this spell. Walk behind me, even if you have to crouch like this, and kick him in the nads as you run, because what is awaiting us behind him is ecstasy, pure joy. But you have to have the courage to get there. Okay? So we're going to continue on and get the next layer, which will be the Gilded. So now we're down to the 3D. Now we're going to see what kind of 3D everyday mundane influences are on top of this, okay? I'm going to pause real quick and I'll be back in a second. Alrighty, come back. Let's go to the Gilded. 3D energy coming down from the 4D of the fairies. Spirit, please clarify the singer of courage on the Hierophant. What do we need to be brave for? Oh my. The Ace of Swords. Truth, right? I mean, that's it. That's the meaning of that sign, or that card. The Ace of Swords is the sword of truth. Archangel Michael's sword of truth, actually. So there is going to be clarity coming. We have to be brave in order to accept it, because it's going to be regarding a soul contract. that possibly could not have been fulfilled because it would break old paradigms. So the people involved have to have courage to do it. Please clarify and elaborate on Iris of the Rainbow on the star. This is hope after a storm, and the star is potential. So please, Spirit, clarify and elaborate on Iris of the Rainbow, hope after the storm, and star, which is potential and healing. Please clarify and elaborate. Three of Pentacles, collaboration. We're going to keep going. I'm being told to keep going. Please clarify and elaborate to Byra the waters on our well-being. What's the healing that needs to be done? We talk about the future, where we did. Is there room for me in it? Oh, is there room for me in it? It's the King of Wands. Fire energy. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is action. This is ambition. This is determination, drive, power. It's passion. Yes, it can be lusty. Yes, and in the inverse, it can be egotistical. It can be, what's the word? Impulsive. It can be short-lived. Fire is a very transformative element, but it can poof go out very quickly. It can go out as quickly as it sparked, right? The King of Wands is confident. He is powerful. He is ambitious. He's fiery. Darkest part of you, praying, hoping you for me too. I feel like there was an injury to the ego here for someone. Someone has to heal their ego. I feel like an ego was hurt when something was cleared away in the past. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Don't even know if our memories last. He's looking off to the left, and traditionally the left is feminine. It's the past. It's receiving. He's looking to receive this healing from a collaboration that could have started in the past. After this potential, a collaboration, Three of Pentacles, and he's looking at it because this collaboration comes with truth, and that's what he needs to heal and feel well again. Continue. I'm being told to continue. The Oakman on variables affecting the issue. So this is old wisdom. This is something deep from source. Sometimes it's hard to say one thing true. All eyes have turned aside. They used to talk to you. People on the street seem to disapprove. So you keep moving away. Forget what you wanted to say. Holy shit. Little bird. Please clarify and elaborate the Oakman on variables from the past. variables affecting the issue. I'm sorry. Crazy, you told me I'm golden. Sometimes it's hard to tell the truth from a lie. Nobody knows what's in the hold of your mind. We are all buildings and people inside. Never know who walks through the door. What did I say? There it is, the tower. Variables affecting the issue is the tower on the Oakmen. This is something from way deep. What did I say? The Oakmen can live for 1,000 years? So this is like past life stuff, I believe. I feel like this brought up a tower. Someone realized that this Hierophant energy, this soul contract, is so deep from the past. But it is the truth. The Ace of Swords here above the tower. This is the truth. And they had to have courage in order to realize that it's the truth. And once they realized that it was the truth, and once they realized how deep this soul contract was, either way you look at it, the truth is the truth. And once they realized that, kablam, everything blew up. Everything. But I feel like the other person involved in the contract does not know that this person is coming to this realization, because there's only one person falling from the tower, and it's the masculine. And the tower, the lightning, see the lightning? When the truth does not have a path to go, it arcs in and destroys from the inside. There's the tower. There was no way for that truth to be expressed, and it destroyed them from the inside. That's the variables that are affecting this. Now they need healing. What they don't realize, though, is that the healing will come from the other person, their dark lady, their witch. You know, you need... No, she doesn't necessarily have to be in the 3D a witch like me, with, you know. She can just be a very healing energy. She's strong in her knowing who she is. She knows her limits. She knows her potential. She knows her power. Okay? The feminine to this masculine, to the king of wands, the feminine to the king. So she will be able, when she comes through, to heal whatever this Glanketer had been talking in the king's ear. She will heal him from the tower, the ego that was damaged when the tower hit. Okay? His name. You can't get off your tongue, little girl, you're not so young. Why does my sage keep going out? Burn, baby, burn. We're gonna go on to the feline. The feline in the recent past, clearing up old bullshit so that you can move forward. Taking care of details. It could be breaking bonds. It could be changing your belief system. It could be, it could be, I heard tidy up. Tidy up. It could be tidying up your environment. He's ready to die for me, baby. So someone's attending to things around them. This in the recent past, decided to tend to things around them, details, unkept promises, unfulfilled duties. So let's clarify and elaborate, please, Spirit. the feline on the recent past. The Ace of Wands, passion. Woo, a new idea. A burning new desire. After the Tower, we've got fire energy here twice. The Tower is Scorpio. Was it him you were thinking of? All those nights that you made me swoon, making love beneath the moon. So this is really interesting. I never noticed before. Look at the symbol here on top of the staff, on top of the Ace of Wands. This symbol is the same symbol on the chair of the king. It looks like horns almost. Well, that makes sense. Passion is a very horny kind of energy. That makes sense. I heard magnets. So the reason I heard magnets is because this symbol up here, it kind of reminds me of those old-fashioned bracelets. So yeah, those old-fashioned. My grandmother used to wear them. They were magnets, and they were like a copper bracelet with two little round magnets on the pole on each side, and they didn't meet, but they stayed a little bit apart, and they were supposed to go on your wrist and like help your circulation or whatever. I don't know, Grandma. I don't know. But I heard magnets. So there's this magnetism with this card. Like drawing someone to you, drawing it in, drawing in your passion. And you have to let go of the old in order to bring this in. That's what the feline really is. It's clearing out the old. You know, it could be emotional clearing. It could be spiritual clearing. It could be clearing in your environment. Say you love me to my face. I needed more than your embrace. Let me think. Just say you want me. I'm sorry, I need music to hear. That's all it takes. My heart's getting torn from your mistakes. Old passions? Old passions. Old ambitions. Old projects. Old manifestations. All those things have to be let go in order to bring in this new energy. I even heard it's not even new energy. It's old energy. This connections like these are old. But in this life, it might be new, you know? 'Cause that's not the same. I want to feel burning flames when you say my name. I want to feel passion flowing through my bones, like blood through my veins. Wow. 'Cause I don't want to fall in love if you don't want to try. But all that I've been thinking of is maybe that you might. Okay. Okay, let's go to honesty. I'm getting stuck. Alright. Honesty, please. Oh, nope, that's too many. Please clarify honesty on why is this happening, emotion and attraction and honesty. Oof, those are powerful. Please clarify. Please clarify honesty and emotion and attraction. What is... Oh! Oh, really? Do I have to take them both? Do I? Yeah, I have to. Okay. Yeah, see, remember when I said it's old? Bam, 6 of Cups. That's why I hissed. I'm sorry, I got lost in trying to think about this. Hiss! Hiss. 6 of Cups. I'm over it. I'm over the fucking 6 of Cups. This is nostalgia from the past. Sometimes it can mean from the past in this life, so this is a love from childhood. Or it could just be somebody you've already met. But usually this is someone that there's an established connection. Be it friendship, previous love, but mostly it indicates a past life love, a past life connection. And on the honesty card, we've got the 6 of Cups and the 3 of Wands. And the 3 of Wands is the typical waiting for your ships to come in kind of card. The difference is, do you see how he's waiting for that ship and he's still waiting? It's right there. It's right fucking there. Walk to it. Get off of the shore and go to it. That's your ship. You called it. It's there. It's here. It's delivered. You know what I mean? The sails are up. It's parked. It's ready to be boarded. But he's still fucking waiting. You know? That's a frustrating energy. And it's a very kind of stagnant feeling energy for it to be Wands. This is more fire energy. This is dynamic. This is, you know. So he's just standing there looking at it. At this 6 of Cups. At this love from the past. The thing that he needs to be honest about. We've got a seagull in the card. Seagulls are also called albatrosses. And from what I remember from albatross symbolism, an albatross is something that is a burden. It's you know, that's the only word that comes to mind when I'm thinking about this. This is a burden on them. Acknowledging and being honest about this connection that they feel is a burden. But they can't help it because their truth is there is emotion and attraction here. Bottom of the deck, we've got the 7 of Swords. The 7 of Swords is often called the Thief in the Night card. It has a negative connotation because it's somebody stealing swords, looking behind them, and then booking it, right? There is a positive way to look at it, which is with the way I usually interpret it, is that, yeah, somebody is stealing away what they can and getting the fuck out of Dodge. But also, to me, it has a deep feeling of self-preservation. It's like, I was in a toxic situation. I saw it. And I was burdened by indecision. That's the 2 of Swords here on the bottom, on the floor here. The 2 of Swords is indecision. Like, you don't know which sword is the sword of truth. So you can't make a decision either way. So this person has dropped that indecision, that mind energy that keeps them stuck. They gathered up what they could salvage, possibly from this house cleaning that the feline told them to do, and they're booking it. They're going for their ship, you know. The problem is that he's carrying 5 swords, all right? And the 5 of Swords card is winning, but someone gets hurt in the process. So, in order to move towards this, in order to move towards this Hierophant connection, this soul contract, old paradigms, old beliefs, old people, old situations, old drama, anything that held him back had to be released, and that caused the tower. The tower, though, ignited a new passion. Okay? And that new passion was going towards being honest with the person that they have a connection with. That there is attraction here. There is emotion here. I need to be honest with you because I feel like this could be from the past. I feel like your heart and my heart are linked. With the 6 cups, I often give it 6 lifetimes. There's 6 lifetimes worth of a connection here. And they're just sitting there waiting for the right time. Until finally they said, fuck it. I'm booking it. I'm going towards it. But what's underneath this 7 of Swords is the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man, like I said, was the inverse energy of the Hermit. The Hermit goes inward in order to gain a larger perspective. The Hanged Man goes inward in order to gain inner perspective. So once they decide that they have to go forward, they have to leave the past behind. Past relationships, past connections, because this connection that's caused the tower is from another life. Okay, and usually those kinds of connections, once they become aware in this lifetime, awareness, see, well-being, what does this say? Awareness. Once they become aware of this new connection that could be from a past life, I need to gain perspective on this. I don't feel like this energy of upside downedness will last long, because underneath that was the Queen of Wands. Now we have a matched pair. King of Wands and Queen of Wands. These are 2 people with fire in their chart. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Stellium, North Node, whatever. Now we have a matched pair. And wouldn't you know it, underneath the Queen of Wands, underneath his perfect match is unbelievable. The Star again. Aquarius energy. Healing. Wish fulfillment. The North Star. Pointing home. Magnets. I mean, it's all like interconnected. And I'm going to go one further because I'm impressed. Because we've got the King of Wands, the Queen of Wands, the Star twice for potential. And underneath that is the 2 of Cups. This is the recognition of the connection. So this is the recognition of the connection and the offer of an equal love. So between here and here, between the King and Queen of Wands, is the 2 of Cups. This is the love offer. I recognize you. Actually, we can do it like this because now we know what he's looking at. See? No, this way. They're not looking at each other? Nope. She's looking forward. She's looking straight at him. This is the Dark Lady for the King. Okay? How did I do this here? Okay. A Star. 2 of Cups, and then underneath that, I'm only going to do this, well, one more. The Chariot. The Chariot is raw energy, actually. This is, I'm leaving. But this isn't the active leaving of the 6 of Swords, where they're in the boat already, and they're like in the boat going towards calmer waters. This is the Cars Pact. I'm putting my shit in the car. I'm putting gas in it. I'm preparing. Look, the feline, the little details. So this person's like, I gotta get the car looked at. I gotta make sure my insurance is right. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. It's preparing for the journey. Okay? And after that is the world. Damn, underneath that is the Eight of Wands. I'm gonna stop. I could keep going. These are really good cards under here. So, Seven of Swords underneath. I'm getting the fuck out of Dodge. In some cards, like in the Rider Waite, the Seven of Swords has him sneaking away from something in the background that's got tents. It looks like a circus. So when he gathers his swords and makes a break for it, he's saying, not my circus anymore, right? We got one more layer to go. We've got the Tarot of the Divine. This is mythology, stories, and folklore fairy tales from around the world, all different cultures. I am not versed in every single story that each card tells. In those cases, I will interpret it visually and intuitively. Okay. I heard once he decided that he wanted to heal himself, it was a tower for some people around him. But he couldn't help it because there was a new passion ignited in him. And it was to go towards a connection that had been there for a long time. It might be new in this life, but on the soul level, this connection, this newer connection that caused this tower, is the truth. Please clarify the Ace of Swords on top of the Singer of Courage. He had to be so brave to do this. This is the sword that the king uses to cut away bullshit, right? People, situations, environmental things, things that were bogging him down, things that were in his way, things that were blocking, clogging the energy that he was trying to put forth. He used that sword to cut that away. And once he came into his power as the king, saying, I'm going to pursue this other thing, it caused a tower around him. But he couldn't ignore it because his passion was ignited. And that's the honesty that he needed to speak to this how do I put it? The partner in the Six of Cups. So we've got the Eight of Cups walking away. That was his truth. Yeah, I'm walking away from that bullshit in the past. And he had to have courage to do it. He really had to break old beliefs with truth in order to walk away from this unfulfilling life. Please clarify and elaborate. I wasn't ready. Clarify and elaborate the Three of Pentacles on Iris of the Rainbow. What is this collaboration that brought hope to the Aquarius energy here? This potential, hope, collaboration. Please elaborate. That's too many. Please clarify and elaborate the Three of Pentacles. Really? Ace of Cups. All right. Aww. I heard I love her. I'm walking away from my truth is that I have to walk away from this past because I love her. The Ace of Cups, and he's looking right at it. Please clarify the King of Wands on Tobira the Waters. What is being healed? This king's ego? Holy shit. The tower again. Wow, this was more powerful than I thought. Oh my goodness. In this tower, though, both of them are falling. I think this is fear. This is fear. The king is sitting, and I feel like he didn't get up and pursue this. I love her, but I think he's fearful that it's going to be a disaster. Both of them are falling out of the tower this time. This is Rapunzel. The tower is burning from the top down, and both people are falling out of it, not just him, like in this tower. I have to be careful, I heard, because now 2 people can get hurt. Oh, that's beautiful. That's sweet. Please clarify this tower on the Oakman. What is so old here that it had to be destroyed? Please clarify the tower. The 9 of Swords. That anxiety. Okay, 9 of Swords. I don't know the story behind this, so I'm gonna just interpret what I know from the 9 of Swords. Usually, it's someone sitting in bed and they are plagued and racked with swords. But remember, the swords are thoughts. Thoughts, ideas, information, communication, stuff like that. It's all lofty air energy. So what their nightmares are their own fears. And that's what I feel like is coming off of this King of Wands, is this fear that he walked away for a new love and it could ruin everything. It could go either way, you know? Here with this 9 of Swords, it's an old, deep fear that it's gonna be a disaster. In the Rider Waite, there's someone sitting in a bed and they're being pierced by swords. They can't sleep. That's right, picnic family. They're racked with anxiety. They're racked with nightmares. They're dwelling on the fear. Okay, someone's dwelling on fear. But another thing that I always get from the 9 of Swords is I saw a deck where in the 9 of Swords there was another person in the bed with them. They were sleeping, but the person was sitting up with their own nightmares, in their own thoughts. And I heard there's no comfort in this bed. So they had to leave that behind. It's not easy because they're bound to it by these swords. But remember, swords are your own thoughts. Somebody was bound to something in the past by thoughts and restrictions they put on themselves. All that shit is not real. Imagine that. Now think about it that way. Those swords that represent the thoughts are not real. So the only prison that they were in, the only prison we're in the 9 of Swords is one that we put in our own minds. It's like the 8 of Swords with more suffering. The 8 of Swords is being bound in your thoughts. The 9 of Swords is, and sometimes those swords even pierce the heart. So you're really in pain, but it's self-inflicted. It's the shit you tell yourself. Hello, the Glankener. The shit you whisper to yourself at night to tell you that you don't deserve it. You can't have it. It'll hurt people. It'll upheave too much of what we've done. It'll be this. It'll be that. It could be a tower. This could be a disaster if I walk away from everything just because I love her. You know? So let's continue with this. Ace of Wands on the feline. Passion. Passion for clearing up that old shit so that he can move on. I can't take both of these, but we've got Justice and the 2 of Coins. Interesting. There's something magic about this. Something so precious about this. Again. Please clarify the Ace of Wands. There's something about you. Two of Swords, see? The indecision again. And that's the, the Two of Swords that's here on the bottom of the Seven of Swords. This is the indecision that he left behind in order to get the fuck out of Dodge and make this new... From a tree, okay, I heard... recent past. I heard, hey, clean up your shit so that you can graduate and move on, right? And then I heard, yeah, I'm gonna do it. I love her. There's passion here. There's new ambition. There's promise. There's fire. Also there's a lusty side to this. The wand is the rod, and it's on fire for this love. But then there's like, I don't know. What do I do? That's what I heard. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? How do I do this? I can't decide. That's what I heard. How do I do this? I can't decide. And now they're just kind of, they're kind of stuck. Please clarify the Three of Wands and the Six of Cups on honesty. Oh, shit. The Emperor. Hello, masculine. So nice to see you finally. Fuck yes. The Lovers underneath and the Six of Coins. This is beautiful. Thank you, Spirit. All right. Innocence starts screaming, honey, ask me, I should know. Alright, the Emperor. The Emperor is the end-all be-all of the kingly cycle. This is King Arthur. This is all the kings put together. Oh, 3 birds. I'm going to have to sing the song. Do we have them anywhere else? Nope. Okay. The Emperor is sure of himself. He's stable. He's accomplished. I heard he's been there, done that. And that's exactly what an emperor is. He's all the 4 kings rolled into one. He's in his power. As soon as he realized, I love her, and everything that needed to come down, he got to work. And in the process, he elevated himself from the King of Wands to the Emperor. Still fire energy. And underneath, so sweetly tonight, the light of love is in your eyes. But she is skeptical. Will you still love me tomorrow? Alright, so bottom of the deck, we've got the Lovers and the Six of Pentacles. That's equal give and take, reciprocity, charity, just generosity of spirit. This Emperor is coming towards his love, being generous with who he is now. Because he's not the King of Wands anymore. He is now the Emperor. He is, I heard, ruler of all I survey. And he wants her to be a part of it. The Lover's card here is Beauty and the Beast. We also have the Six of Cups that showed up to get together. This is definitely a soulmate. Um, con- a soulmate connection. I'm sorry, I'm stuttering. Not only are they giving me downloads really fast, but we've got the Glankener here who always bogs down my um ability to speak. Um, in this deck, in the Tarot of the Divine, the Two of Cups that we have here, we have the Two of Cups here somewhere. Oh, it's in the bottom of this. The Two of Cups is Gilgamesh and Enkidu. I had to remember. They And then we've got the love. See, I'm getting bogged down here. They're showing me too much at once. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna pause because I gotta talk to spirit. They're showing me way too much. So then I think I'm just gonna simplify it as there was anxiety here with the Nine of Swords, and there was indecision on how to come forward. But this wonderful king found his strength, shed the past, acknowledged the connection, and through these two towers and whatever storm he had to come through to get Iris of the Rainbow at the end of it, he leveled up so fierce that he's now the Emperor. Look at the sword. That's the sword of his truth. That's Excalibur right there. Oh, the three birds now I have to sing. Rise up this morning, smiled at the rising sun. Three little birds perched on my doorstep, singing sweet songs of a melody pure and true. And they're saying, this is our message to you. The continuation of that song it's the Don't Worry song from Bob Marley. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Aw, he's talking to her. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Aw, he is battered. I'm surprised the Nine of Wands didn't come out, the Wounded Warrior, because he's been through a lot. They both have. I think a lot of these cards are her too because there's so much mirroring going on here. This was mostly though from the masculine point of view, which is typical for me. I do channel for the masculines even though I am a divine feminine. So, Spirit, please give me any last little intuitions you want me to say before I wrap this up. You do want love quotes? Okay, we'll get love quotes. She's the Grail. Well, I heard maybe not her because he didn't know who she was until this lifetime, but the connection was the Grail. Then he had to see her. She's the guide. She's the guide that she's guiding him, even though consciously neither of them are aware of it. No, awareness card came out earlier. She's the guide. She's the hermit for him. Well, she's the star in the hermit's lantern that he's following. Remember in the beginning when I said in order to go back to source and know the truth outside of the dogma and all the crap that we've been told, we have to go inward. And we go inward so far that we return back to source. That's the light in the lantern of the hermit, is source. And the way the way the bottoms here lined up, it's like the Hermit, the light source that he follows is her. And once he realized that, he's like, I'm out. I gotta go towards this love and show her equality. Because if I don't, I'll regret it. And if I hurt her again, I'll be out in the cold. And it'll all be for nothing. So I'm going to end it there. Spirit does want me to get some love quotes on this, which is fine. I haven't pulled from that deck in a long time. So we're going to get messages between these two talking to each other. Okay? Let's see what they have to say. Because I feel like she's no nonsense just waiting for him to finish up his process. His cycling, you know, his... What was it? No, say it again. About the cycle. He's waiting for him to finish his karma. Waiting for him to finish the karma. This could be him leaving a karmic behind. I mean, it makes sense, right? It makes sense that one of the things that was in the past that was bogging him down was a connection that didn't pan out. That's what this Eight of Cups is. Walking away from something that was not fulfilling. He almost had 9 cups. He almost had the 9 of Cups right there. He was on 8, and he realized they were all empty. And he only realized that at the crescent moon. The moon always means that something is hidden from him. So there was something revealed to him through his own intuition that made him realize these cups are empty. So he took that 1 cup, the Ace of Cups. I love her. That's all I know. And he peaced out. Right? He peaced out. And kablam, the tower fell. And caused anxiety and indecision. And after that, he walked through as the emperor in order to come towards this offer of the 2 of Cups towards the lover. So let's do this here. 3 and then cut. Yeah. 3, cut 3. Okay, 3, cut 3. 2, 3. Cut. Mm-hmm. Shuffle again. And then I'll deal. Come on. Don't be stop. Is this a lasting treasure? Just a moment. Pleasure. Can I believe the magic of your sighs? All right, we've got Your Heart is My Northern Star. What did I say earlier about being magnetically pulled to the star? The Northern Star, the star pointing home. Your heart is my northern star, and every beat guides me home. What did I say about her being the guide? As the hermit, she was the star in the lantern that he turned inward and saw. Your heart is my northern star, and every beat guides my way. Then we have, you bring out the animal in me, and I'm ready to pounce. That's that King of Wands energy. Yeah. This one says, I don't want to let you go. That could be from the feminine. And we have here, when I look in my heart, I see you. When I look in your eyes, I see my heart. That's the, I don't want to say cycle, the spiral of when you look inward for the truth and you see the star of source, it brings you back to source, and then you can cycle back in. It's like this roundabout. He's saying, when I look in my heart and see your heart, the northern star, when I look in my heart, I see you. This could be her. He's saying, your heart is my northern star. Every beat guides me home. And she's saying, when I look in my heart, I see you. And when I look in your eyes, I see my heart. So they're linked back and forth. It's the Two of Cups again. Okay? Let's check the backs of these. I'm interested. When I get you in my arms again, I will never let you go. Ooh, sounds hot. That's that King of Wands energy with the pouncing. Every kiss feels like the first kiss. I think that's from her. Yeah. They're talking. See, they're talking in the 5D to each other. Letting go of our connection broke me. So that could be what the past tower was. There could have been a break here. Like, they recognized the connection. It was too much. He had to cut it. And then he said, fuck it, I need to start this again. Because this is my truth. And in order to get this cup, I need to let some things go. Letting go of our connection broke me. That could be her. Because a lot of times in these cycles, the feminines are waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting for the masculines to do their work. And they had to wait so long in some cases, like mine, where we just had to walk away from it. And letting that go, it breaks you, you know? So I think this is beautiful. I mean, come on, the last card of the last deck is the Lovers. It's beautiful. So we're going to end it there. Thank you for sitting with me for my first reading back after the long break. I hope everybody's well. I am going to come back I'm going to restart, the regular schedule. So maybe once or twice a week I'll be here. But yeah, thank you. I don't know what I'm going to call this. I think it's going to be like Breakthrough for the Emperor or something like that, So again, I hope this resonated with someone. I hope it was useful. I hope it made sense. If it did resonate and you'd like to support my channel, I have Venmo, PayPal, and Cash App, and they're all Arcadier46. Okay? I'll put that in the description box below. As always, join us on the Raven's Nest Facebook group. I'm not the administrator there. That page was started by Dharma Jade. But catch us all over there. We're on our bullshit 24/7. The mayhem continues over there. Half the time, most of us mods are in Facebook jail because apparently Zuckerberg has a boner for middle-aged witches who like to talk about tarot and boys and drinking. So, yeah. The mayhem continues. We laugh and we drink and we get up to all kinds of stuff. It's a fun group, but we're dirty, so come with a sense of humor and don't be an asshat. But thanks for watching, and I'll be back in a couple of days, and until then, remember your safe word.